Hi, everybody. I'm Laura, channeler of the Council of 12 and energy healer. And the other day, the council kind of tapped me on the shoulder and said that they want to talk to you guys about what they're calling energy exchange. I have a little bit of an idea what they're talking about. It could be anything from providing a service or a product for money, it could be giving advice, it could be providing for the homeless, any myriad of what they're calling energy exchange. So, anyway, I'm just gonna go into my little meditation and just let's see what they have to say. All right. Greetings. This is Raw. We have noticed recently that there is some, we will say, confusion and a little bit of struggling with what we term energy exchange, how it works, and exactly what it is. So we thought we would do a little educational video today and give you the ABCs of energy exchange. Now, energy exchange is it shows itself in 3D in a myriad of ways. We want you to understand that the universe would not exist if not for energy exchange. Let us give you an example that most of you can relate to. This would be what with having to do with your money or any kind of a currency. It could be bartering. It could be using, it doesn't have to be dollars. It can be anything that is found as valuable, such as gold or valuable shells from the seashore. But what we are going to keep it simple, and we are just going to speak of money. And most of the world provides services and products in exchange for money. This is called exchange. And we want you to understand that beyond the actual 3D physical product or service and the actual physical 3D money, all of it is energy. This energy then is exchanged and is only valuable in both directions if the individual believes that it is valuable. So, as you know, there might be a chocolate bar that is $1.50 in US dollars. And most people would probably be willing to pay that amount. However, if someone were to price this same candy bar at $25, we highly expect the probability is very high that most people would not purchase this same candy bar for that much, because the exchange energy is skewed between the individuals that are making the exchange. Now, let's think if you are on an island had not had candy or chocolate in a very long time, but you had plenty of money, you might very well pay $25 for that same candy bar. Because in that instance, the chocolate is very valuable and the money that you have is not is plenty, so you make the exchange. So you can see where the energy exchange becomes extremely individual. Now, we want you to understand that energy exchange is, let us start again. We want you to refrain from, we suggest that you refrain from judgment of others' beliefs and intrinsic values of their energy exchange and what they believe is valuable. Because this comes from a perspective of the individual, which is not your perspective. You can only control and perceive what you believe is valuable. And if there's someone else that believes something else contrary to you is valuable and chooses to make an energy exchange, say a service for money or a product for money, then we would suggest that you refrain from any judgment. And to put it a little more bluntly, mind your own business. Now, there are times when energy exchange is different than money, product, service. It can be exchange of ideas. Now, this also is an energy exchange, and let us give you a little bit of an example of that. And this is what Laura has been recently hearing from some people, a few people, that they are not understanding why certain people are doing what they do and believing what they believe. And this particularly happens once you have begun the ascension process, your awakening process. What happens is when you begin your awakening process, you begin to receive knowledge about yourself, which then you can then look at others who might be in similar situations, and you then know that because you changed whatever you needed to change and felt better, you know that if they changed whatever what they need to change, they would feel better. And so it is often, sometimes easy to give advice when you have not been asked for it. Unsolicited advice. This is an energy exchange. You, of ideas, the person has a belief, certain ideas about their life, and because you are awakening and beginning to see the misalignments in others, because you yourself have been through things, then you want to provide that advice, that energy, and make their life better. And we understand that. We understand that. However, there cannot be any growth if there is a one-way energy exchange. In other words, if that person does not ask for advice and you give it anyway, that is one way. That is a one-way energy exchange. There is no, technically, it would not be an exchange because it is only one way. So what happens is, typically, because that energy is coming from you to them and it is one way, then the energy gets blocked. They block your energy that you are giving and actually pushes your energy further away. So you can see where if you see someone who you want to give advice to because you see how they're going down the wrong path, but they don't ask for it, then you can see where, and you probably have experienced, we know Laura has, where advice has been given and you don't want it. And so you actually push it further away. So we would suggest that that you, especially with the people who are beginning their awareness, who are in the first several stages of the awareness, you are noticing more misalignments. And it's more the misalignments, all of a sudden you're noticing they're kind of in your face. You're noticing them quite a bit more than you ever did. And it can be alarming, and it can be, oh my gosh, but I know what's best for them. I know what can fix them. I know what can help them. And we would suggest that you will do more harm than good if you offer any sort of solution, any sort of advice without their permission. Some of you may know this as the Prime Directive in the Star Trek series On Your Planet, which of course we watched and enjoyed very much. This is exactly what we're talking about. And that is what the Prime Directive was at the energy level, is you cannot give or interfere in someone's life or a group of people's lives and evolution without actually causing damage. So the other example that we would like to bring to your attention is, and this is just an example, there's a myriad of, once again, this same type of energy exchange, is the energy exchange that your society all over the world is providing when you provide for your homeless. The homeless, once again, are individuals. They all are coming from their own perspectives. They all have their own reasons for being homeless. Some choose it. Some are in it because of drugs or something like that. And some are just down and out. Some want to escape it, some don't. So you can see that there's just thousands of combinations of reasons for why people all over your planet are homeless. So what we want to explain to you about the energy exchange of providing for, say, for example, you're homeless, is that once again, many times it is a one-way exchange. And we want you to understand that it is extremely important that the solution match the problem? Because if the solution does not match the problem, the energies don't match and the exchange becomes one way. For example, if you have a homeless person who just lost their job, lost their home, just is down and out, but they want to climb out of this, but they just need a little financial help, and a little bit of coaching and a little bit of support financially to get back on their feet, then giving money, of course, and education and things like that is a wonderful exchange. The energies match. However, if there is someone who, say, is mentally ill or has a drug problem, then providing money is not beneficial because the two energies don't match. Granted, there are many, many ways to help the homeless. And so these are just, of course, just examples but we want you to understand the underlying energy that is actually happening, because most of your world only sees the 3D that goes on. And we want you to understand, as you are awakening and you are gaining knowledge and gaining wisdom, is that it is very important to break down any type of 3D scenario that you are observing, break it down into the energy that is underlying, and you will have, one, your answer, two, your solution, and it will be a much easier time in order to help others and to refrain from helping others. So we just wanted to give you a little bit of the ABCs of energy exchange, and we just have noticed that many of you, especially who are watching this channel, are beginning to awaken to others' problems and are struggling with what to do with your newfound knowledge and your newfound wisdom. And we hope that this helps. Thank you. We appreciate you. You are special to us, and we watch. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so there you go, the ABCs of energy exchange, and we'll do some more another time. Okay, see you soon. Bye.